Hello everyone and welcome back to the 12th part of the course in which we'll be making the Blade of the Ancients from scratch using Blender. In the last video, we learned about a cool feature known as the mask brush. So what it does, it masks out a certain region while coloring it black, and then that region cannot be affected by any brush. So you can see I can grab only around the mask. Let me undo that. And we also, as you can see, remeshed on a higher resolution. And it looks so much better now. And, well, besides, it made us able to do these little fine lines. And our handle is starting to look like it's made of wood. It's all coming together. And, well, we did that using the references I have made for you, my students, in the last video. If I click here, you can see we don't just have these knife references, we have a whole beautiful database. So, on the right, you have leather objects, leather types, leather wraps, used on some handles, and leather with surface imperfections. On the other side, you have some wood materials, lighter wood, and variety of wood handles that are used. These references will help us with adding some details in texturing process, in sculpting process, and later it will help us with texturing. So if you haven't checked out the last video, please do. Well, I will introduce you to these amazing references I made for you, and we'll begin the process right now. Why don't we? So, as you can see, we also need to define this part. But before we do that, let's just first smooth these parts here. And if you followed along in the last video, don't forget to turn on the y-axis, because if you remember, we turned it off for these details so it doesn't look symmetrical, but turn it on. Yes. If you did, well, now you're good to go. I'll go to my smooth brush. We'll put the strength I like, let's say 0.3. And then you can see now, when I smooth the mesh, the changes aren't as drastic as they were on a lower resolution. And I like that. We'll smooth a bit, then we will use a crease brush, which will make the creases even finer. I mean, we can leave it like this because leather is not perfect, but we are going to be texturing using Substance Painter. And of course, you will be using the free trial, which is available, otherwise you don't have to pay for it. Okay? And if you're wondering why, it's because, well, Blender has sufficient capabilities to texture something, or you can also use materials from which you download from web or different sites, but in Substance Painter, it's just the difference is unrealistic. Substance Painter makes anything look real and photorealistic. It will make a huge difference on our blade. But the Blender for me is probably best at sculpting. It's also best at animation, really. You can do so much in it. Overall, it is an amazing software, especially if you want to learn a lot of different aspects of 3D. But from the start, I suggest that you focus on a single thing, and, well, once you master it, just move on the next. Because worst thing you can do is be like, now I'm going to learn some grease pencil, and the other day be like, oh, I don't like that, let's do some sculpting, and then you don't know anything. You basically have like a little bit of knowledge from everything, and what can you do? Basically nothing. So, as you can see, I've been focusing on like sculpting and modeling for a while, and I'm still learning. To this day, I'm still learning, yes. We'll just increase this radius, and here we can like smooth all around. Okay, I just turn around a bit, smooth this quickly. The only part I'm not going to smooth over are these lines I created, because they will get smooth themselves in the remeshing process, because remeshing also, it has geometry and smooths it a bit. Okay. Let's look at this from different angles, yes. Okay, this should be fine. Now, we will use our crease brush, and now you'll see what I'm talking about when I say ref creasing is amazing on high resolution. Okay, we'll just first zoom in. Yes, okay. So just we have it in case. Make the crease brush very small. But look at this. Isn't this amazing? Oh, that means we have to be careful. Look at this, don't you? This is not how this is supposed to go. Maybe it is. If you crease here. Yeah, let's crease like here. We'll add some thickness later. But for now, I just want to smooth this. Or let's use our scrape brush. And obviously this blade won't be as perfect on my part, because I'm making a course for you to help you learn as many things as you want. Well, and I will also take you to the process, but I won't be spending like hundreds of episodes just refining the slightest details. Because I said before, it's never finished really. I'm just going to make it look as best as I can with the time I have. And you're here in an advantage. You can make it look so much better than what I'm doing. Believe me. So let's just crease it here. I do a white crease. Ooh. Okay, yes. Okay, let's just do the inverse crease now. Now I want this to be bigger, like this. Yes, it just gets better with every stroke. Here we need to be like more careful that we are doing straight strokes, because every little line that goes curved just changes the whole thing. That's why it's called detailing. The higher resolution, the harder it will be to detail these small teeny parts. Okay. Let's make this sharp, shall we? So what I want to do, let's try the snake hook brush on a high resolution. Ooh, you can see it's very sharp. So we want to make it like this. Let's try the gray brush, maybe we'll get some better results. And yes, I'm liking this much more. I just grab it along here. Like this. Let's remesh, and it might take some while. Okay. Yes, I like it. Let's just crease it again. And a little bit of disclaimer, once again, as you can see, I'm at million vertices right now. And well, most of the computers could handle million, but I don't know if it goes above. I mean, rare are computers and laptops that can handle about 6 million. Mine can, but that doesn't mean everyone's can. So if you are going to remesh on a very high resolution, save your file before, because Blender will crash. And well, you just hope you don't lose much of your progress. Okay, this is good. We'll go with the flat brush later. We'll just do the same thing for other parts. Okay. Let's lightly crease this part. Okay. Here I will do like a harder stroke. And then do the one here. If I undo that, okay. Yes, I still need to do a crease here. The silence. I'm just concentrating. This is like it's not the trickiest part, but it requires so much of the artistic power. Use all your power here. Just, ooh. Yes, this is good. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Let's continue. Let's try. So this one goes over to this one, so let's just not crease it here, but let's just crease it here. We will use the pinch bars here, and you will see the result will be phenomenal. It's amazing how much better brushes work when the detail is finer, like. This is why I love 3D. No, let's. This one needs to go lower, like this. Okay, let's inverse the crease brush. And if you're for some reason not following along, or you're just the type of person that likes to watch the videos before do it, well, I understand. And I hope you find this satisfying, because I do. It just, these smooth lines I do, it's amazing. I like doing this. Okay, let's just go to this part. We can do this. Okay, let's make, I won't touch this part because it's going to be basically invisible, so let's just do this. Ooh, that's a sharp line. Should it go there? I mean, yes. Yes, let's just put it here, okay? Then I'll crease here. Fine. And well, if you're also bothered with the detail and you want to flatten everything up, just zoom out. Because you can do different types of sculpts depending on how you plan to use your objects. For example, if you want to use your object in a scene where you want the close-up, of course you're going to go very detailed and make everything very smooth. But if you're going to just look at your object from this is amazing, this is fine. Like, you can also cover your work with texture and these lines won't be as noticeable. And later I will show you some tricks that can get our mesh like more smooth without just using the smooth brush the whole time. Okay? Let's crease also here. Oh yes, this part. We want to refine this part. Oh, it looks so good. This was maybe the brush is maybe too big. Okay, let's smooth it here. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. I want to indent this, so I kind of separate it from it. I just smooth. here. Oh, I hope I don't sneeze. Because I'm literally stuck in my setup. Like, I have this drawing tablet and keyboard on my lap and pencil and these gloves, so if I sneeze, it's all over for you guys. For me, it's going to be a disaster. Yes, okay, it passed. I won't be able to sneeze. Amazing. Okay, now let's just try doing something to I'll draw white streaks with my crease brush. And then I will smooth it. Yes. Okay. It's looking like something. Oh yeah. Now that I look at this, these parts will need more tweaking as well. I'll do that later. So now, let's just look at it from different angles. Yeah, first let's just get rid of this. Let's just use our scrape brush. No, let's do the pinching thing we want to do here. So yes, it works, but we need to inflate this part here. I will do kind of like box strokes, then smooth, then use the crease brush in these areas, then I'll use a scrape brush, I need to inflate here as well, then remesh. You can see our creases are not ruined, which is amazing. That's why I like the high resolution. Just vertices are so small that barely anything you do barely has any significant difference, but in the long run it will look better. Okay, scrape brush. Okay, let's just use the crease brush with the inverse thingy direction. Now it's looking good. That's all I wanted. Just crease here. Oh yes. We need to inverse crease the belt. Let's also do that on these things, because it also gives them some shape, which I like. Ooh, these parts are almost perfect. Yeah, I like them. Let's also smooth this part. This handle should be good. Now, let's do these parts here. So what I want to do is, I want to go in the third view or side view. I'm just going to smooth like this. Okay, this one is good. Move on to the next one. I'll just smooth until I get a nice curve. We can also smooth from below. And one tip, if you didn't do a very high resolution. In other words, if you didn't do these details here, what you can do is remesh from a lower voxel size to a bit higher to make geometry less pronounced detail. As you can see now, I have a more basic shape, and here I can do better refining, then move back to the higher resolution. So let me just undo that real quick. Control Z or just undo. Okay, I'm back. But yes, let me just, I'll smooth here. Let's use a snake hook brush on this. Yes, you can see it does a very fine job detailing. Let's increase the strength on a smooth brush because here we are refining the shape. Okay, good. Let's do the same thing here. Okay, move on to the next one. We don't want this to be, a bit more spiky. So why don't we not? Let's make the snake hook brush a bit bigger. Okay, this is good. Remesh to get the geometry. No, not remesh on the 0.001 voxel size. Here. Okay, so if I go to the front view, and we can use the grab brush to tweak this. Okay, good. This is good. This is also good. I'll smooth this. Okay, these two are fine. Let's get to the third one. Needs a bit more tweaking. Then I'll also snake hook it, and well, after I do this one, we will leave. Oh, we also need to do these ones, yeah. But I promise soon I will leave the detailing to you, so you can just do adjustments. And if you don't know what to do, so just trust your eye. Look for something that looks good to your eye, because if you like it, it is good. If you feel like it's off, just do something about it until you like it, okay? It's fine. Just... okay. Yes. Remesh, let's get to the other side. Like this. This should be easier, like this doesn't need to be pointy. Maybe we'll drag it out just a bit more. Nah, I think it looks good. Okay, this is kind of bothering me, so I will grab a grab brush. Funky. This also. Ooh, this one needs to be a lot more curved. Didn't pay attention before. May I have your attention, please? Okay, let's just do the same for this one. And hope it doesn't just look awful while we are in this view. No, it doesn't. Okay, great. Laura. So we have this one here. Well, I almost spoke a different language. Weird. Bro, why aren't you symmetrical? Okay, this isn't symmetrical, so do you remember how to mirror your object? You go up here, choose the symmetry, and mirror. For example, I'll mirror from minus y to positive y. Yes. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Let's look at this part. Oh yeah, I forgot we need to refine this part. So why don't we do that till the end of the video? And in the next, I promise, we'll do this part, finally. Like, it has been sitting here in this ugly low resolution for past 12 episodes. Can you believe that? Okay, let's crease this part. This is going to be amazing. Watch this. So like crease more on the sides, crease slightly where these two things meet. We'll do like a line, different strokes, maybe this downwards a bit. Okay, I'll just look at a reference. Yeah, as you can see here, there's just this line, but I like it more like this. You can see I have done it in the original blade. Oh yes, do this. Look at this. So instead of creasing it like this to make it round, you can crease it downwards. It gives such a nice shape. And then smooth it, of course. Yeah, it looks so organic now. I love it. It makes the wood feel more connected together. And feel free to smooth the edges now, because you can. Oh, this just bothers my eye. Okay, let's do this. Let's also flatten this belt. Ooh. Oh, it's flat. It's flat. Finally. Let's just smooth it. Ooh, what do we have here? Let's remesh. And it should be good. Yes. Now we just smooth it and it's fine. That's the good thing of remeshing. It just fixes back itself. Ew, what's this? Did I really do this crease like that wonky? Nah, it can't be. Okay, it's fine now. I'll smooth this part here. It's bothering me. And we'll just tweak this part. Like, let's just crease here. Now we can do the creases as they should be, as they are drawn in this little icon here. Now let's inverse crease. If you wonder, this is also the part of the wood. It's like this. It's a medieval fantasy wood, so it has this shape. Okay, these things are fine. They look organic, and I just smooth this. Oh, I just inflated too. get smooth. Let's just increase the strength or smooth wash to like something crazy. Oh yes, now it's giving us better results. Okay, I want to remesh. And we'll increase these, however they are called. They look like beads, but they're also part of the wood. Everything is made out of wood. Am I made out of wood? I'm not. Let's try pinch brush here. Nah, don't like it. Okay, let's just smooth. And you can see it already looks so much better. Yes. Well, I don't know about you, but this looks done for me. Don't forget to save. And feel free to tweak it. Just go from all the angles, look at it from different directions. And the reason I'm not going to be tweaking this much more is because I could literally go forever. And I will usually tweak it a bit more. But this is a course and I've shown you how I literally do everything. And I'm just going to be repeating the same thing over and over again. But you now know much yourself to do this process alone. It is good practice. So if you enjoyed the video, please share, like, subscribe so I can make more courses for you. I want to see you in the next one. Bye bye.